Hello, I am Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. We are in Minecraft. We're at the Ocean Temple. I found this vantage point. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Now, if you just imagine that only all the water's gone away, I think that's going to look really good. Anyway, yes, I found this. I did a bit of sculpting, as you can see. Grass hasn't grown on this quite yet, but I'm sure it will. Out the way, coo. Sorry. Not that, sorry, actually. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. So I think that's going to be the vantage point. I'm going to try and arrange it so that people know to kind of come up there. Might change where that portal takes you out, so you come up there and look down upon the glory that hopefully will be the temple. It is in the nighttime, right? Having done the nice nighttime shot, let's go to bed and then. It's morning. Right, I have, well, it's not really a chest full of sand. It is a few bits of sand. Sorry, my brain just stopped working. Don't need those right now. Don't need those right now. Don't need those. Do need spider eyeballs, actually. Spider eyeballs are, in fact, an important thing that I need from time to time. Right, anyway, I also want sponges. And I'm going to put where am I going to put you? Always place to put you right there, so I'm going to put you in the obvious place. There you go, right. Have some coal. Right, now, what now feels like ages ago, I did much what I'm about to do now on my own personal Ocean Temple, but this is on a server where other people get to have a look at it. So which just to me makes it more fun and interesting. So the notion is that I'm going to make a 3-wide corridor of sand, right? So that's going to be three blocks of open water, then a thing of sand. I'm going to use this here wall that I'm now making in front of your very eyes. This here wall is going to be what I drop the sand against to make the sand wall, which will then divvy up the separate the ocean, the bits of water off from each other, so that I can actually dry them out with the sponges. Because if you don't do that, then you can't dry them out, because new water will just flow in. Now on this edge here, where it's only 3-ish deep, I don't have to do anything special. I can just wander along and make the sand wall, and then just chuck sponges down. But when I go any deeper than that, then the sponges won't, in fact, get enough water at once. So I need to start thinking about dividing up space even further. There's been I've seen a couple of things that you can do where you just, fundamentally, I'm going to be putting sponges down along that row of blocks. And essentially what you do is I make that row out of, say, dirt or something. Right, so that gives me pretty much a good idea of how long this is. This is 64 plus another, well, basically it's a 128 minus 20, so it's 108 blocks. That's interesting to know. I was about to just start and not put the sand down. So, I'm not in fact going to have enough sand to do this. I've completely, because if that's 108, if that's not quite 2 stacks, then I'm going to need not quite 2 stacks times about 4. Okay. I casually thought that this much sand would be enough, but it is not going to be enough. Ooh, actually, well, that is the problem with using a very good shovel, is that sometimes you can't actually just hit the thing you want. So am I going to need yet more sand? That's going to be aggravating. I mean, I can get away with it. In fact, that's fun. But I'm going to need to... Ooh, you're in the wrong place. What are you doing there? Oh, I suck at this. Yeah, so I mean, I can, you know, nuke all of this without having to actually build the wall all the way down. But the problem being that I could, if I'm not careful, as soon as I introduce it to the main, if I don't get this whole row and I open it out without thinking, then the water will just flood back in, because of the way water works in this system. Maybe, yeah, well, if this wasn't someone else's server, I'd say, you know, there actually are water-based mods which make water work more like real water. Okay, I think we need to stop doing that, because it's actually counterproductive. It makes water act like real water, so I could actually make pumps that would pump out the water, which is, I think, would be an amusing idea to watch. And then we'd just be sitting here watching, you know, the water pump out, and I wouldn't have to do any of this nonsense. But Minecraft water does not work that way, so... the other option would be to essentially make it, you know, this would require even more sand, which is to actually, because when I'm placing these blocks, it is overwriting the water blocks that are here. So, you know, you just fill the whole thing with water. Well, sorry, without water. You fill the whole thing in blocks that aren't water. And then you know, you dig them up, and that's gonna. I mean, that would be the thing that would take forever and would use up many shovels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I can actually do this. 1, 2, 3. Just yeah. Anyway, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. When I get to how much? Right. I mean 4, then 3. So yeah, when I get to my last 10. If I stop doing that for a start, if I get to, I would say less than 14 in this stack here, which I'm, oh no, I'm not about to. I've got tons left. So let's protect down to 10. Oh. Let's go crazy. So that way I've got enough to do. Basically, I'm gonna, you know, not be able to get all the way across. And so I want to go from whatever the last, you know, full bit of wall is. I'll have enough to build a wall back this way, which I will then. You know, regardless, I'm suddenly realizing no matter what I want to do, I'm going to need to go get more sand. In fact, what I should probably do is just go do that. But I'm not. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1. Because even though I can sponge this out, as it were, in fact, that is exactly what it is. I can't take any more sand out, because if I take pretty much any sand out of here at all, then this drying out, then all of this will be lost. So I am going to need a shed load more sand. That's a bit aggravating, but never mind. Because I'm always going to need enough sand to do an entire row plus the entire next row. As a villager would say, okay, so what do I want to do? It's getting dark already. It's getting dark already. So what I want to do is I want to grab all this, and I want my glasses to not fall apart, which they've just done. Right. I'm actually very close to that island. I hadn't really noticed that. Right. I thought I could be smart and use my respiration and stuff, but no. Right, let's not do this in dark. There's a very likely possibility that beasties will spawn upon this nice dirt. I am going to need a ton more glass. How aggravating. Not glass, sand. Loads and loads and loads of sand. So should I just go and mine that right now, I ask myself. Right, so that was, wow. So not quite 4 stacks, got me pretty much halfway. I think that's pretty much close to yeah, slightly more than halfway. Obviously, this facing right here, this is halfway. So slightly more than halfway, only very slightly. And I'm going to need, what, double that? Oh, go away, you. Of course, I suppose I should think ahead and think, what is the most amount of sand I'm going to need? That's going to be right down the middle when we go all the way down. I'm not actually going to be able to count them all because it's so dark down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24. So it's going to be 24 deep by 108. Goodness me, that's a lot of sand. I'm going to need 2 of those. Yeah, minus a bit because it doesn't start off at 20, whatever it was, 24. It doesn't start there. It kind of comes down and then along and then up. But even so, that's pretty much what I'm going to need. I'm going to need 2 of those in the middle of when I'm doing the middle row here. And yes, I'm going to be taking some off because there's going to be an actual temple in the way. But even with that, there's going to be an awful lot. Wow, so it's 100 by about 20. So what? What? So I'm going to need about 2,000 sand. Goodness me. That is going to be a lot. Well, the other way of doing it, which will involve a lot less sand, in fact, is to do it in sections, do it in squares, and just do it in thirds. So that way, I won't. In fact, I'll need a much smaller amount of sand. I think. Now I still need to do a whole row at a time. I think. I don't see any way around that. Aggravating. Wow, this could be entertaining. Other possibilities is, yeah, maybe doing it a whole row at a time instead of doing the whole to the full depth. Is just do it as a row. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, as in just do this top layer all around everywhere. But I don't think that works either. I think I've got the same problem. I'll still need to divvy up this. I still need to divvy it up into sections. Well, I'm going to have a bit of think and possibly a bit of a dig of sand. I'll certainly need to get at least 4 stacks. Just to finish this, I'll need another 4 stacks. And effectively, I'm going to need 20 stacks at least, probably more like 50 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually knew that. 3 bananas, that's only 27 stacks, which is actually possibly not going to be enough to do one single row, even if I used my whole inventory. This is going to be a bit of a big project. Well, never mind. We will work on this. So thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, come visit Neil Alpha Dice. I should probably just extend this out so I can just walk straight along. Neil Alpha Dice, neilalphadice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, and there are going to be descriptions in the links below. That word sentence wrong order did saying this. Anyway. Facebook, Twitter, links, description. And until next time, dig for victory.